Hey guys, Eric here. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. Before we tune in to the details today, I have one little favor I'd like to ask you. Are you listening to this on Apple Podcasts or Spotify? If you are, and if you haven't done it already, it would be so helpful to Anita and I if you could leave a 5-star review. It could just be putting 5 stars or even writing down something that you really enjoyed and learned from the episodes that you've heard so far. This kind of help would really improve our ability to give you better content and also to help other people find out about Taiwanica. So if you wouldn't mind taking just a few moments to do that if you haven't already, we would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much, and we really hope you enjoyed today's episode. This is episode 20, talking about superstitions. Welcome to Taiwanica. Hello, everyone. My name is Eric. I am one of the hosts here on Taiwanica, also a fabulous teacher on Amazing Talker. I am here with the lovely, the only, Anita. Hello, Anita.
Hi guys, I am another host on Taiwanica. I'm also another more fabulous teacher than Eric. I'm an amazing talker.
She's talking amazing. Hi
guys.
Anita.
What's up?
We did it.
We did what?
Another milestone.
Woohoo! What's another milestone?
We are now 20 episodes in on Taiwanica. How do you feel?
Oh my god, it's been 20 episodes.
Feels like it's been a lot shorter than that, doesn't it?
Yeah, right. And every episode we put a lot of effort to it, and then we just kind of like lost track of the numbers on how many episodes. But today we just checked. It's like, oh my god, it's been like 20 episodes. What a journey.
It really has. A lot of things that we've shared, and a lot of people have been very wonderful giving us feedback and the love for all the things that we've been sharing. So thank you to you guys who are listening today.
Yeah, seriously.
So,
thank you so much.
Yeah. Anita,
Yes.
this is a very interesting conversation that we're going to be having today. Something
Definitely.
that Taiwan has quite a lot to say about. The USA does too, but nothing beats Taiwan when it comes to the superstition. So how about you give us a little bit of a rundown of what we're going to be listening to today?
First thing first, this is episode 20, right?
That's right.
I think I might, if I have to include every superstitions in Taiwan, I probably need another 20 episodes.
Wow. Just get ready.
But
Episode 39. Talking about more superstitions.
But it's not fun, right?
It does.
So today we are going to, just give you some like really, really important superstitions. Like that's the very no things you can never do in Taiwan.
Absolutely. So how are we going to start today?
I'm guessing like we start from ghost months.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure the correct, more accurate way to say it is hungry ghost month.
Yes. That's what, what people say. Because the ghosts, they be hungry.
Because they can, based on the tradition in Taiwan, those ghosts, they can only be free out of the hell, I think.
The gates of hell.
Gates of hell, once a year, which is, based on lunar calendar, is, July.
Okay.
So every year will be different. This year will be July 29th.
Okay. So
Yes.
it's coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up. So, let's just give you top 3 things you cannot do in the hungry ghost month.
Oh, okay.
Right.
We're diving in. So what is number 1?
Number 1 is like, you probably heard a lot of people saying this, and your parents, your grandparents, all of your relatives are telling you this. Huh? You are going on a trip with your friends? No, don't do that because it's a ghost month. I was like, why?
Not going on a trip during Ghost Month. But I have a lot of students that tell me that they do go on trips during Ghost Month.
Of course, because younger generation don't believe in this.
Okay, so why do older generations think like this?
They think in this hunger ghost months, those ghosts, they've been, kept like in the you can say like a cell or
a jail.
or something. So when they got out of jail, think about it. You've been inside for like a year. When you got out of jail, there would be a little bit
They want to go on
crazy.
vacation.
Yeah, like, a lot of
Spring
things.
break?
Yes, let's go do some crazy, but most of the older generation, they believe some ghosts, if they are evil, they will try. That's what they will like replace someone's
spirit?
Yes, to exchange their spirit.
Wait. So you're saying like a ghost, if a person goes traveling.
Yep.
And they're like on that plane or on that boat heading out, the ghost is actually going into that person's body to escape from Taiwan.
It's easier than that. They would just make some accident happen to you. For example, car accident, and you die. So your spirit will go to the underworld and I can possess your body.
So wait, so that person's body won't actually die then?
No.
Oh, so something happens where in the spiritual world,
they just
where
can't do
you
that.
kind of die, but you don't die, but technically your soul is sucked out, and then they put their soul into your body, and then they get to be you.
Or that's correct. Or they say, because think about it. Think about hell. It's like a classroom. Okay, so everybody has a name, right?
Yes.
So the teacher will call your name, see if you are absent.
So like Demon A here, Demon B here, Demon
like
C,
that.
Demon C.
So yes, if they found one ghost escape, they would try to find it to come back to the classroom. In the situation is hell, but some ghosts doesn't want it to stay in the hell. So what do we do? They just switch the spirit,
the soul,
or spirit, whatever you wanted to call it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I mean, yes,
Yeah, I got
so
you.
that's why they say usually 鬼月 in Chinese, ghost months. Well, a lot of accident happen, especially that you cannot go to the ocean, swim in the ocean. Any kind of exercise revolve in ocean or beach is literally
taboo.
Yes, the taboo is not like you cannot do that.
Wow, and that's because the ghosts might be in the water and they'll suck out your soul. Mm-hmm. So basically, all the ghosts that are in hell that come out during Ghost Month or Hungry Ghost Month are soul suckers.
Yes, you can say that.
Wow, okay.
And if you wanted to make the accident happen like natural cause, so they need to like the scenario.
They need a natural scenario.
Scenarios.
So that's why flying or boats or water.
Car.
Oh, I see.
So
this is very fascinating.
Yeah.
Okay.
They just tell you to stay at home.
So is there any way for me to like prevent them?
Just don't go out, stay at home.
Oh, okay. So it's not like like in the United States, to give you just a quick example, I'm not going to go too deep into it, but just like, we always think salt equals like ghosts, like thing that they hate. So if we bring salt with us and we like throw it over our shoulder.
Every time
whenever we're
before you swim
before anything that we do that we think ghosts will be around, we'll throw salt over our shoulder. That's like
both shoulders?
No,
or just
I think it's just one side. Over your right shoulder, I think, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It'll be easier, right, if you can really do that.
Yeah, so you're just like, okay, gonna go on a boat. Salt over the right shoulder.
I'm safe.
I'm good. Good to go.
Good
All right. So I'm guessing in Taiwan you don't have something like this.
We don't really have that.
Just don't do it.
Ghost month. Yeah, just don't do it.
Okay.
Because it's kind of like the agreement between God, ghosts, and
the mortal world.
Yes, it's like, okay, this month those ghosts can be free.
But every other month they have to be sealed.
Yeah, but we don't, really interfere with each other. Yeah, interfere with each other. But there were some ways they can do to, switch their soul whatsoever.
I see.
So, yeah.
This makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so the first thing is that they will tell you don't go to the near water or, just go outside travel. That's not suggested.
Okay, so that's number one. What's number two?
Number two is you cannot call someone's name in the middle of the night. Actually, just nighttime, during nighttime, you cannot call. For example, I was walking on the street. I saw Eric in front of me, like before me, in the house. I cannot say, hey, Eric!
What will happen?
All right. So, everybody, again, this is superstition. It's not from me. Everybody has three fires.
Okay.
Two is on your shoulders.
Okay.
Left and right, two, right? And another one is on above your head.
Okay.
Okay, so each body has that three fires.
Okay.
So you have to keep those three fires lit, so you will be human being.
Okay.
Each one of them, if it's extinguished, yeah, it's very easy for ghosts to catch you.
Oh, so if you call my name in the middle of the night and I turn around, it extinguishes one of them?
I don't know the exact number, but they will extinguish some
fires.
amount of fires.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. And so if I extinguish, that means I am more susceptible to ghosts sucking out my soul.
Just think of this fires like, some kind of power that ghosts cannot approach.
Oh, because they're afraid of fire.
That I don't know.
Well, that's all right. That's all right. That's what I think.
Okay.
I think it.
Yes.
So I'm right.
Okay. So, you cannot call someone's name because they will turn around and some of the fire will get extinguished. And the other thing is you cannot tap on someone's shoulder.
Tap someone's shoulder?
Again, you will put out the fire.
Oh, because they're on the shoulders.
Yep.
Oh.
Exactly.
That makes a lot of sense.
Okay, so that's, again, superstitions, not from me.
We'll be right back.
I really like journaling, but I always end up with no time or cannot find a journal that I really like. So I was like, hey, let me create one. So here it is, a self-help journal created and designed by Anita. Inside the book, I provide very simple and easy to follow template. For example, in the morning, to-do list. In the evening, gratitude practice. So you can use a very little time to start this healthy habit. Go ahead and check it out in our description down below or go to our buymeacoffee.com.
Well, that's why today is about superstitions,
Yes.
Anita. You don't need to keep saying it.
I don't want people to get too scared or too sensitive about this thing.
That's a warning to all of you.
Yeah, just,
okay? This is just a story. Okay, not real. Okay. All right. So let's go on to the third one.
The third one is the one I think is the most scary one.
Scary? Spooky?
Yeah, okay. So, in Taiwan.
Oh, yeah.
When we do laundry, we'll sun dry our clothes in the balcony.
Of course.
We hang them because
you don't have dryers for some reason.
Because we have fabulous balcony and sunlight.
No, okay. Let's get the facts straight here real quick. Side note, Taiwan equals sun, okay?
Yes.
Taiwan literally just has sun.
Yes.
So it makes sense.
Yeah, so we usually will hang our laundries in the balcony. And during the ghost months, you have to always collect all of your
sun-dried clothes
inside the house before sunset.
Wait, why?
Because, again, ghosts, they don't want to go back to hell, so they were trying their best to stay on Earth.
Oh, I
meaning,
see.
Human world. So they say they will either wearing your clothes.
Okay.
No, you just think about it like the ghost, your
clothes.
Yes.
Okay.
So they can hide on your clothes. So when you put them inside of your house, the ghost can stay inside.
What?
Again, ghosts they possess something, right? Most
like
of the
to possess,
possess a human body, and then something they can attach to it. So clothes is the easiest because it's already like that.
Oh, I see. That's so creepy.
Super creepy. I already warned you. I said this is the most scary one.
Wow. So, okay, let's just say, for example, Eric forgets his clothes outside. A silly white red, just like, I leave my clothes out there for 2 days, which is totally a thing I've done when living in Tainan, where I was just like, I'll get my clothes tomorrow. And I think I probably did that during ghost month. So, so what does that mean? If it stays out there throughout the whole night and then the following day, would the ghost still be in there the following day?
That I don't know.
It's a good question, right?
Yes, it is a really good question.
So I think it's just mainly the night thing, like calling someone's name at night, doing things at night. Just don't do things at night.
Yes.
Nighttime is no good time. All right? Yeah, that's basically what it is.
Yeah, I think this is worldwide, like the concept of ghosts. I don't know since when people just say, ghosts afraid of sunlight, in Western countries.
It's the same.
Like zombies or vampire, they just...
Oh yeah, they're all afraid of sun.
Yeah, so I guess it's the same. So nighttime is like most, the ghosts are like most active.
Yeah, exactly. So. I think the sun debilitates their power, like make them really, really weak. Yeah. So they hide in the dark shadows.
Yes.
Okay, so those are the three.
Yeah.
All right, well this is really interesting stuff. And it really reminds me of some stories that I also want to share about about America. So,
all right.
United States, keep in mind that our culture is from multiple countries. So we don't really have specific things that, like superstitions that came from the United States. But I will give you some of the highlights that you will hear not only in the United States, but other English-speaking countries. The first one is going to be about Friday the 13th.
Oh.
Okay, so Friday the 13th for us is like the ghost day, not ghost month. Okay, so like if there's a Friday and it's on the 13th, then it's considered bad luck day. So what are the things that you want to avoid during that time? One of the things is you don't want to be outside at night because a lot of bad things could happen to you. Like there's a lot of movies that talk about people getting kidnapped or like being attacked by ghosts or a chainsaw massacre. There's a lot of things that could potentially happen that are just really unlucky during that time. So a lot of people avoid going out at night on this particular day. Now, it can get even worse. Say it's a Friday the 13th in October and there's a full moon, for example.
Oh,
okay, so you have all of these things at one time. It's considered the
ghost party?
Basically a fiesta of ghost time. So what do you want to avoid? Well, if you see a black cat outside, keep in mind this is all superstition.
See?
Okay.
You wanted to remind
Black cats are
there.
great, but don't get near them at night on Friday the 13th because apparently if a black cat crosses your path, that's how we say it, crosses your path, that means that you will have bad luck happen to you very soon. And not only bad luck, but extremely bad luck, like a piano falling on you or something. So something really intense. Okay.
Jeez.
So that's like one of the things. And then, a lot of other little things revolving around ghosts, like don't go into valleys, or cornfields or stuff like this because there might be aliens that grab you or monsters that grab you. Don't go near a walk by a lake at night because there will be hands that will come out of the water and snatch you and try to drag you into the lake. All these kind of things. Just, be careful at night, basically, stories. Which I think they're all kind of lessons, really.
Right.
They're about teaching you be careful at night because nighttime is a scary time in worldwide. So if you just be cautious, then you will be okay, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Of course, superstitions don't really tell you that directly. But so I want to talk about a superstition that we do have that is really specific to here in Oregon, where Anita and I live, in the USA. We live in a place that is full of nature, and because of that, we have lots of forests. And what does that mean? Lots of animals. But we have one specific animal that has a superstition with it, and that is the owl. Hoot hoot owl. Okay. So and I said hoot hoot because this is actually part of the superstition. So owls, if you see one of them in the forest at night and it hoots at you 3 times, hoo hoo hoo, that means you are going to have bad luck happen to you soon. Okay, and that bad luck can be very intense. And give you a little background about owls. Owls are the only animal in Western culture to believe to be able to live among ghosts. So ghosts actually really like seeing owls. Yes, Anita, you have a question?
Yes, I have a question. Yes. What about bats?
Bats.
Bat usually associate with vampires, right?
With vampires, correct. But not ghosts.
Wait a second. Are you guys think ghosts and
Vampires are different?
different?
Yeah, they're all different types of mystical beasts. All right. So what does that mean? So a vampire is a blood-sucking bat that will transform into a human possibly and pretend to be among us. Okay, but it only comes out at night, lives alone, and only eats on humans. Okay. Then we have zombies, right? There's zombies. Zombies are undead humans, and if they bite another human, they will become a zombie too. Okay, ghosts are just spirits of old humans. Okay, so if a spirit got lost when someone died, or that spirit did evil things when they were human, they will stay on the earth and wander forever.
Okay.
So that's basically what our vision is of ghosts. We don't have a temple where they all go. We don't have a place where they all stay. If you're a good spirit, you'll go somewhere nice. But if you're a bad spirit, you will wander the earth forever, always wandering. Wandering. Yeah.
There is no next step.
So
next life
yeah,
whatsoever.
unless some sort of spiritual mystic, guru, seer, one of these
that kind
people
of thing.
find these ghosts, and the ghosts approach them and ask them for passage to the nether world.
Okay.
If that happens, then the ghosts can go on with their lives. But if they don't, then they will wander the world forever. Okay, so. Back to the owl story, okay? So, in Oregon, we have lots of forests, and there was this one time where I and a lot of my friends went out to the forest to celebrate the 4th of July. And keep in mind, this is a true story, and it's a little bit graphic, so if you want to skip forward, you could. And so... During the 4th of July story, me and my friends, we all went out and had a great time in the forest. There was no one there because it was the 4th of July. It's a holiday. And so we were just celebrating, having a great time. It got dark, and all of a sudden we heard an owl. We heard an owl in the distance, very close to us, and it did the thing. It hooted 3 times. Hoo, hoo, hoo. And so back then I didn't think of anything of it. And we just kept on enjoying our time, and we went up the hill and lit off fireworks, ate a lot of hot dogs, the American 4th of July. If you're more curious about 4th of July, you can check out our other episode about Independence Day.
We're done, honey.
Okay. But then there is this thing about this superstition is that if you hear it happen, then bad luck will come to you. So... the next year, the same group of friends wanted to celebrate 4th of July the same way. Okay. And so, they all went to a different forest. It was actually an island on a lake. And, I went there to celebrate it with them, but there was this very strange feeling among all of us.
I'm gonna grab my jacket right now.
Okay. And,
I'm a little cold.
Okay. Gotcha.
Because I heard the story before, guys.
And so it was a very interesting feeling because everyone was like happy that it was the 4th of July, but we couldn't get excited. Like none of us had the ability to get really excited about the holiday. Not just me.
Everybody.
Everyone in the group. And so I was feeling really weird, and there's a word for this, eerie, and it just means like this spooky feeling. And yeah, like that. And so I and 4 other people were like, let's just go home. It's just not the right time to have a party.
It doesn't feel like it.
And the other people were feeling the same way. It's like, yeah, I feel the same exact way. And keep in mind, the other 4 people I was talking to are usually like the heads of the party. They're like, yeah, I love parties.
Including Eric. Yeah.
We all have our youth, great youth, everybody. I was a wild animal. We can talk about that another time. But what happened at this party was that, we just didn't feel like it was time to celebrate. So we went home. And there was about 10 other people, and they all decided to stay. Okay, so we heard that, the party was okay that night, but the following morning, something unexpected happened. one of the people at the party was, they were on an island, keep in mind. And in the United States, when you're on an island, on a lake, there's a lot of places where you can do cliff jumping. And so you can jump into the water, and it's really fun. You just have to be absolutely careful, because there are sometimes rocks. And speaking of rocks, one of the people who were at the party, that following morning, was doing cliff jumping the same way that apparently they were doing earlier that day. But that one time when he did a cliff jump, he unfortunately hit his head directly on a rock and died. Yeah. And so everyone was already feeling really weird about the stories of like, oh man, about this owl situation and like superstitions and, all of these little parts. But, we never would have considered like that feeling that we had, to have a crazy impact and like result that happened. Everyone was in shock, including us that weren't even there. We didn't even see what happened, but we were in absolute shock. So whether superstitions exist or not is debatable. But having a story like this happen, it makes you wonder sometimes about the spirits in the world. So, I didn't know the person, by the way. We weren't friends. He was just a friend of a friend. He was really, and that friend was really close to him, and, God rest his soul, whoever he was. Yeah. But, it's really interesting how these sort of things can happen around superstitions.
That's why we call them superstitions, right? There was no science behind it. There was no something to support the theory, but somehow it happened.
Right.
It's not like it will happen every single time when something happened or you did something, but just, sometimes you just feel like, ooh.
The dots connect.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a really interesting phenomenon. And, in the United States, a lot of other superstitions are pretty much like mediocre when it comes to this. Like, I don't know if you ever heard of, people who, open an umbrella inside of the house. Is this a thing in Taiwan too?
Yeah. Like, when you go outside, right? Again, we mentioned that a ghost is usually afraid of sunlight. So when you are going, especially in Taiwan, when it's sunny day, a lot of people will hold an umbrella, right, to block the sunlight. And when you do that, what they say, based on the superstition, is the ghost will hide underneath your umbrella if you hold it outside when it's sunny day. And so when you go inside when you close your umbrella and go inside the house, the ghost was inside of the umbrella. And then if you open an umbrella inside of your house, the ghost will stay. Again, the ghost doesn't want to go back to underworld, so they will try their best to stay. This is another way for them to stay.
Oh, I see. So, wow. For us, it's just bad luck.
Everything, the superstition in Taiwan is
ghosts. And then United States is bad luck.
Bad luck.
Yeah. I think that's our difference here, is that Taiwan, there's a ghost attached to everything. Like sticky glue, like they'll stick onto something, ghost. Yeah. But for us, it's about bad luck. So we get like a series of fortunate events. And we always say that bad luck comes in a set of threes. So if we have one bad thing happen, no matter what, there will be two more that follow.
Oh my God.
So, but also we have things that are attached to years. So for example, if we are looking at a mirror, and it cracks or breaks while we're looking at it, that means we have 7 years of bad luck. 7 years! Don't you think that's insane?
Of course, 7 years just because I'm clumsy and broken mirror.
Oh, well, 7 years. I mean, like, if you break it, I think that is an exception. But if it breaks while you're looking at it and you're not doing anything, when you look at it, like, I don't know. It just apparently it's totally Hollywood,
totally.
That's the idea.
Yeah,
so those are the type of negative superstitions that we have in the United States.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we also have good superstitions, and I'm not going to get too deep into that, but, we do have good ones, like four-leaf clovers. I mean, that's
that's like worldwide.
That's a worldwide thing, right?
Yeah,
everyone knows four-leaf clover is good luck, and, what else is there? What about in Taiwan? What's one good luck thing?
Huh? One good luck thing?
Yeah, like we have rabbit's foots, we got four-leaf clovers, we got, knocking on wood, to avoid bad luck. Is there anything in Taiwan?
I think pineapple.
Oh, yeah.
Or, again, I think it's another superstition. It's like, for example, if you are if you work in a hospital, we like to bye in Taiwan.
Yeah, to pray.
So, to pray, and most of the time we will prepare fruits, right?
Yeah.
So, and pineapples represent Wang, right?
Yeah.
You already know that.
Wang Lai.
The Wang Lai. Meaning, a lot of good things will happen, or a lot of things will come together. So a lot of business, they like to prepare pineapple for their prey, because, although their business will get really, really big. A lot of customers, a lot of money coming in.
That's why you see pineapples on the little tables for offerings, right?
Yes. But there are some, job, they don't prepare pineapple.
Oh.
For example, if you're a nurse, if you work in the hospital, we don't like people to go to the hospital because they represent that you are sick or some usually not good thing happen. So it could be both way.
So pineapple represents like the abundance of something.
Yeah.
Right? So if a business that wants to have an abundance of money then have as many pineapples as you can.
Yes.
Okay.
Pineapple mountain.
Pineapple mountain. Okay. But a hospital wouldn't want to put a pineapple there because that would be attracting abundance. And that abundance would be patience. Oh, I see. So you have to have the right fruit on the table in order to attract certain types of luck. Oh, Taiwan's so cool.
And if you work in the hospital, you don't prepare pineapple. Instead, you prepare something. There's a Taiwanese cracker.
Oh.
Called guai guai. You know
I
that,
love
right?
guai guai.
Guai guai means guai guai.
Good.
That be good, be good. So they will prepare this to say, oh, be good, everybody be good. Nobody get hurt. So,
Guai guai oh.
Guai guai. And also engineer. That's what I heard from a lot of engineers, because all the machine, right, they have to keep their eyes on the machine. You cannot get any trouble. Otherwise you lose a lot of money. It's very important. So they will also like prepare guai guai, just a big bag, just put next to the machine.
Really? Guai guai.
Just be guai guai.
I love it. I love it. That's so cute.
So that's,
so there is some good luck superstitions in Taiwan too.
Yes.
So is there anything else in Taiwan that is both good and bad?
Of course.
Okay, what's that?
Hongbao, your favorite.
Hongbao? Yes. Oh, wait, I think I know you're gonna say.
What?
No, please. I think, the stories that I've heard from many Taiwanese people, and they all tell me, whatever you do, Eric, as a foreigner, if you see a hongbao, a red envelope on the ground in the streets, do not pick it up. Take it up.
Not. Do not. Very important. So I repeat it 3 times. Do not. This is some serious situation. So do not pick up the red envelope from the floor or on the street.
All right. Well, let's hear the reasons why before we tell the story of the stories in this episode.
Okay. Where should I start? Let's just say that's, okay, again, superstition, but it's definitely, this one is, why do we mention this one? Because this one is definitely part of our culture. Okay, so it's not just a superstition, believe it or not, the kind of situation. This is definitely happening in Taiwan. So if you're in Taiwan, this is a very important part of the culture. So, envelope on the floor is someone looking for husbands.
Husbands.
Yes.
Who is looking for a husband?
The woman who died young before they got married.
Wait, so the woman who died when she was young is right now putting hongbao red envelopes on the ground?
They are not the one, of course, they are not the one put on hongbao.
Okay.
Okay.
Who is?
Their family.
Okay, so their family is putting these red envelopes on the streets for a man to pick it up. And then, if they pick it up, what happens?
The man is the chosen one. He has to get married with this woman.
Wait, what?
Yep.
He gets married to this dead
Yep.
person?
Yep.
But they're dead.
That's why it's scary.
Is that why it's called, like, ghost wedding?
It's definitely, yes, it's called ghost wedding.
Okay. Wow. That's, so I'm still having a hard time understanding how this works. So
Take your time. Take your time.
So, okay, let's just say, one person were to pass away and they're too young. Their parents are sad. Why are they wanting to find a husband to take this dead daughter as a bride?
Okay, so think about it. If in Taiwan, family is very important, right? So
Absolutely.
as parents, when they have kids, what's their final goal?
For their children to get married
Exactly.
and have babies.
Yeah. Okay. So if unfortunately their kids, especially women, girls, and then they die, they cannot find a husband. Especially for like the very traditional Taiwanese. I think most Asian countries' mindset is like, for guys, it's fine because for a guy, when you get married, you bring a bride to the family.
Oh, right.
Right, but the girl is in a different situation. Like girl, on the other hand, has to go to their husband's house.
Right.
Right, so until your daughter got married to someone, before that, the girl's responsibility belongs to the parents.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so
And that responsibility doesn't go away even if she dies.
yes, so the parents feel like they have the obligation to take care of this daughter, to find a good husband, good family for her.
Absolutely. Okay, so
So
that's why this exists.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Another situation is
Yeah.
whoever is already been. I'm so sorry. This is really scary story. So the woman who's already dead, they will come back to tell their parents they wanted to have a husband through their dreams.
Through their dreams.
So, that the parents will dream about, oh, my daughter told me that she wanted to have a husband or something like that.
And that's when this all begins.
Yep.
The red envelopes start getting placed down.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
That's the way.
So, okay, nothing is better with a crazy superstition like this than a story. So, Anita, someone, and not just someone, a foreigner who has experienced this ghost wedding. Please tell us.
Okay, so then that's why we have this podcast to tell all the foreigners in Taiwan, please do not pick up the red envelope.
Because it has happened to one of you
Yes.
already.
Because usually most of Taiwanese people, you ask them, they know.
Yeah,
they know about this.
Yes.
So usually most of Taiwanese people, they don't pick up red envelopes from the floor.
And us as foreigners, just as a point of view without knowing Taiwanese culture, when I first got there, I knew red envelopes meant money.
Yes.
So I'm thinking, if I see a red envelope on the ground, I'm going to get me some bucks to buy me some danbig for today. All right. That's what I'm thinking when I'm seeing that. It's like, my danlao is like right here. Watch out, everybody. Who wants some digua shutiao or something like that, So, but you're saying don't do it. So please tell the foreigners why.
Okay, so, but also this, again, this tradition is not encouraged. So in modern time right now, not many people are doing this anymore. So this story happened to one of my students. He was learning Chinese, with me before when I was in Taiwan. So he's already been in Taiwan for almost 20 years. So this happened when he first got to Taiwan.
Yeah, so he didn't know.
He didn't know. So at that time, he would just he worked in a school. Luckily, he at that time had a Taiwanese friend, so who can kind of help him. But the story is that one time he was on the floor he was not on the floor.
He's dancing on the floor. getting down.
He was on his way back home from work. And then he saw this red envelope. Based on his story, he says he just very curious, for foreigner, like you said, there's some few bucks. And then what he was thinking was like, who accidentally dropped the money.
Yeah.
So he was just like kindly wanted to pick up and see how he can help the person to pick up fight back their money.
Absolutely.
So the moment he picked up the red envelope, some people like abe or ai just come
from the distance.
Yes, I just walk to him and then try to tell him the situation. But of course, he didn't understand. He didn't speak Chinese or Taiwanese at the time. So he was just like, okay, give me a second. I have a Taiwanese friend. My Taiwanese friend can help me the situation.
Right. And the Taiwanese friend was like in the distance, right?
No, he called the Taiwanese friend. The Taiwanese friend is really kind. He just make it to the site. Yeah. And he was just like, oh, this is a very tricky situation.
Yeah, seriously.
So all of them went back to the abe and ai's house.
Okay.
So they decided to, help this foreigner understand the situation.
Yeah.
And then my friend is really kind. He was just like, it's fine. If, this just like ceremony, that kind of marriage, it's fine. He think it's okay if the story is really this, who is already dead, wanting to have it.
Wait a second. He went through with it?
Yes.
He got married to the ghost girl?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
I didn't hear this part.
So he really got married to this woman. So what is this wedding going to be? It's just very simple, like ceremony. You just, go to the girl's tomb and, just tell the girl, say, okay, right now we are husband and wife. And of course, there will be something like a shrine in your house, and you have to give water or something to the
basically have a ceremony.
Yes, like every day once you got married to the women. So you have to do this like 3 times a day or something like that. So yes, but at the end, my friend just started to feel like this is doesn't feel right.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, before he just like, I'm doing the kind, gesture to help this one. But, I kind of have like this, it's just really weird. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that? So did he keep up with it?
He said he kept this marriage for like 3 or 5 years. I don't remember the exact number of the year.
Well, already too long.
Yeah, it's already like, And he was just like, okay, I can't do this anymore. He's just like, kind of like really weird.
Seriously.
And he had really weird feeling because my friend, at that time have few girlfriends, and every girlfriend know about this situation or broke up with him. So
wow. So as soon as you told the story, it was basically, bye.
Yeah, of course. And the shrine is at home. So
the shrine is at his house.
Yes, it's his house. So every time he brought girlfriend back home, just like, no. And then he finally ask some Taiwanese friend, go to the temple and just taking care of the situation, stuff like that. So,
wow.
That's the story.
That's the story. What a story indeed. Wow. And I heard that your friend also got married again, right?
To a real woman.
To a real woman. Good clarity right there.
Make the story right.
Okay, my bad.
To a real woman.
But yes. I also heard that relationship had a situation kind of rocky because of the ghost marriage.
Not necessarily. That I don't know. It's all I know is like, at that time when he was still married to this ghost wife, every girlfriend see the shrine or heard the story, just think, oh, this foreigner is crazy. And nobody wanted to be in this kind of situation.
No one would.
Yeah.
Right?
So that's just, no.
So wait, to end the story, let me just ask you a question to kind of conclude it. How do you get rid of the shrine?
I have no idea. You have to ask, because it's like a promise, right? You promise someone.
Right, but people get divorced. Can you divorce a ghost wife?
You have to find someone to do that.
So there's like a special priest for that.
Probably. You
So
have
you
to go to the temple.
and you find like a gong,
Miao Gong.
Miao Gong,
Yeah,
and
who
be
works
like,
from the
hey,
temple.
I'm married to a ghost wife. Help me, finish that.
Again, so this is agreement. So it's like two families. So of course you also have to have the agreement with the ghost wife's family. Yeah, like either mom or dad.
Well, I'm assuming it wouldn't be too hard to do if they're agreeing with that.
Yes, but just the
But still, it's just complicated.
Just
so
don't
complicated.
pick
Don't
up
pick
the
up a red
red
envelope,
envelope.
okay? Even if you want another, Big Mac from McDonald's, or if you want to have, that KFC, you can check out our fast food
Not worth
episode.
it, all right?
Enjoy that. But no, don't pick up.
Yeah.
Don't pick it up.
Yes. So like I said, it's definitely a cultural thing. So it could happen.
To you.
Yeah, just don't.
Especially
pick
in
up
the
red
southern
envelope.
part of Taiwan.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right. Well, that is a wonderful way to end this episode. Anita, it was great to finally talk about superstitions with you. I've been trying to get her to do this episode for months.
Because I don't like talk about this, ghosts, the spirit, kind of thing.
Sure. Well, but it's great that we finally got that off our chest.
Okay, that's good. All of your chest.
Yeah. And it was great stories. So thank you for sharing.
Of course.
And if you are still listening, thank you so much for listening to this episode. Your support really means a lot to us. If you are interested in showing your support, please check out our Patreon. That is where we are starting to build our Taiwanican group. And over there, all we're asking is for a small monthly donation to be able to support our work. We can bring more to you and have that
more juicy stuff.
Oh yeah. I don't know what kind of juice she's bringing, but I definitely want some. But yes, if you are interested in that, you can definitely find out there, and we can start contacting each other. We would love to be able to hear from you, hearing your points of view about our podcast, and hearing what kind of ideas that you would like to share, and maybe we can bring a new episode based off of your ideas. So it would be lovely to have you there. Please join us. It is on www.patreon.com/Taiwanica. You can find a link in the description to find out more.
Yeah. We would really like to build our community, you have no idea. I wasn't talking to you.
My bad.
You have no idea when sometimes our, students, or we heard someone just like, oh my God, I really love your episode. Like talking about something, that's just such a fulfilling moment for us.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we would like to, push it to
even
further to build a bigger, stronger community with you guys.
And finishing each other's
sentences.
Excellent. Yes. All the time. Yes. All right.
I love it. Yeah. So, conclusion for the episode today.
Yeah. Oh, well, we already did it, but just as one highlight for superstitions are what they sound like. They are superstitions. Nothing more. They're like the Chinese word 迷信. It is a mysterious belief, and that is for a reason, okay? Yeah. Don't overthink them, besides the red envelope one in Taiwan, every other one that you heard today is literally just a belief. So if you believe it, it could come true. But if you don't believe it, then it won't. Okay? That's how the human brain works. So, find something that you believe in, that you want to believe in, and then just keep on believing that. If you believe that money falls off of trees, then believe that, and then money will start coming off of trees. But if you start believing that there are ghosts on your shirts when you hang them in Taiwan during Ghost Month, and then they stick onto you, then guess what? It will. All right. It's all about a state of mind. So keep your mind open and your heart open to the right things, not the wrong things.
Yeah. So I think for me, it's like, cultural thing. Just be respect for a different culture.
Absolutely.
Like, the one in Taiwan and the USA. And the last one is that, believe it or not, it won't hurt if you just be more careful.
Exactly. Love each other, love yourself, love the history that you've learned from your parents, and think of them as lessons rather than fearful and scary stories. like we just gave you as examples. Also love animals. Black cats are nice. Owls are great.
They're
all right?
great. They're awesome.
They're amazing. So don't take our stories and start thinking, oh my God, owls
I'm gonna
suck.
go hunt all the owls.
No, or cut out, kill all
Don't do
the
evil
black
things.
cats. Don't do any of that.
Right.
All right. Like I said, it's a belief. Okay. So that's our final message here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty positive. I love it.
Yeah, I like it too.
We need more positive energy in this world.
Exactly. And so, that's kind of like what this episode was all about, was to be able to bring you the idea that superstitions are literally just an idea. Okay. So we hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time.
Next time.
Okay. Bye.
Thanks so much for tuning in to Taiwanica. If you're enjoying the show, please feel free to rate, subscribe, and leave a review wherever you listen to your podcasts. That helps others find the show, and we greatly appreciate it. Thanks again for listening, and we'll catch you in the next episode.